Chef Man here from Consider the Source. I'm going to explain and demonstrate a groove from a song called I'll Fight for the Imp on our double album. The main concept behind this groove is a syncopated bass drum pattern. I'll count that out for you right now. The groove goes 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 8E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and an 8E. And it's going to happen 8 times, 2 groups of 4. In the first group, the third time, there will be a fill that happens on the bass drum between the 7th and 8th beat and 8th note, so it goes 7 and 8. And that same fill will happen the second 4 group on the second time. Alright, so basically, this groove started off as a rare feel for us, which is a kind of a 4-on-the-floor disco beat, except without the 4 on the floor, of course, it's going to be that syncopated bass drum pattern. If I combine those two, we'll have this kind of a beat. But what I wanted to do was kind of take that to the next step. So I came up with a way that I could free up one of the hands. And what I did was, instead of having both hands cover that hi-hat pattern, moved it to just the second 2/16 notes, the E and the and had the right hand cover it. Those two combined would sound like this. What that allows you to do is to add in some ghost notes with the left hand. And that's what ended up on the album. And since recording that part, I've actually added one more little aspect to it, which is moving that left hand pattern between the main snare and the second snare with the snares turned off. This creates kind of the effect of having a conga player or a percussionist in addition to the drum groove, just to kind of lock it together a little tighter. Added one more feature to that. Here's the version with the groove and the left hand playing the conga pattern on the side snare. Alright, so that covers the first half of the chorus, and then in the second half what happens is the whole chorus opens up, so I want to move the pattern to the ride cymbal. Usually, it's a great way to open up a chorus or go from a verse to a chorus, just move it from the hi-hat to the ride. It's a much more open sound. The only thing is, if I move the right hand to the ride, I'm going to lose that hi-hat pattern. So I didn't want to just open it up, I wanted to open it up and have what was there before. So I switched that right hand pattern left hand, and then had the right hand cover the snare drum, and that pattern will look like this. And of course, as you noticed, I had the bell on the upbeats also to accent the hi-hat.